So I'm taking a couple day break from the van after I got the sink hooked up. I got running water, gas, and electricity to the water pump, so that's awesome. Can use the stove or the sink when I want. The tank is hooked up, the tank is full of water. My next goal, since I'm approaching my deadline of moving into the van, which is just a month away, I thought another priority of mine would be to get some storage in here. So I've purchased some drawer slides and didn't go with anything fancy. They were kind of expensive, but they were all they had at Home Depot that kind of seemed like they would work. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to mount these slides in. This, I'm gonna need some extra wood, so I don't have wood. I won't do that today. But I think I can start working on the closet drawer that goes down here. So I'm gonna unpackage these and try to figure out how to mount them, and we'll go from there. So I just got to Salt Lake. The sun is just over the horizon. I don't know why I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It's like 80 degrees, but I thought it was gonna be cold tonight. So the van's looking really good. I got a working sink and stove. I got a working fridge. I got a bed. But the deadline's coming up. I got 4 more weeks until I have to move out of my place and into the van. So I'm switching my priorities up. I could probably live in the van now, but there's a train track just over this building. Yeah, I could probably live in the van now, but it'll make my life a lot cleaner and more organized if I switch gears and really focus on what I need, like the bare essentials. So I'm focusing on drawers today. I'm gonna get the kitchen drawers, and those drawers will hold my cooking utensils, eating utensils, and my toiletries, like toothbrush and stuff. And then I have a drawer going in the bottom of this closet that'll have, my socks and stuff. So I'm gonna focus on those today. This will be the easiest. And then next will be the cupboard door on the sink. And then it's gonna be a hard project, but I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a giant drawer underneath the bed. Anyway, yeah, underneath the bed, and it'll be like 30 inches long, and it'll just come out, and I can hold all my pants, extra clothes, maybe some extra pots and pans. I think if I have all that done before moving out, it'll be a little bit more cleaner in here and organized, and things won't just be sliding around. So yeah, let's get to that. If I haven't mentioned, this is Salt Lake. This is a communal workspace. So this is part of the original frame of the kitchen, but I've added this piece, and one on the bottom, so I can screw drawer slides into it. And I've just put it together with some pocket holes, and we'll see if I can squeeze it over just a tiny bit. The back is more narrow than the front, which is not good for the drawer slides. And as you can see, there's that support beam in the way. So that piece of wood is exactly 11 inches, which is the exact width of this. So hopefully I can squeeze that in, screw it in straight, same with the bottom. And then I gotta move this charge controller back where the old one was that burned up. So, the light in here. It's taken me an hour to do this just because I've been slow. I've been talking to people on the phone. But yeah, I had to take a tape measure from the floor and mark the same height on both rails. And then I went in and lined up, let's see if I can do this. Lined up the oval hole with the line and then drew a horizontal in the middle of the hole. Then I was able to take the drawer slide away, pre-drilled the holes with the screws, line up one, screw it in, tilt up to the end, screw it in, and yeah, it's worked out so good. And these drawer slides were just like the only ones I could find at Home Depot, but they're cool. They have like some kind of rubber thing in the end that like clicks. Yeah, so the drawer, hopefully with the resistance from both drawer slides, won't come out during transit, which I really like. Like it's really firm. It would have to take a large force for this drawer to open up going over curbs and stuff. So I think that'll work with, you know, two sides having double the resistance. In the future, maybe I'll have to have a latch on some of the drawers. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But 1 hour, 2 drawer slides done. I got most of the hard part of the marking done. Haven't marked the bottom one yet, but that's just going to be level with the ground, or this piece of wood. And I still have to move the charge controller. So we're getting there. Boom. It's like midnight, but I don't know if I've shown you guys. I have. Anyway, here's the van, looking great. Love how the wood turned out. Still have to do it to this side, but stove, fridge, got the 2 drawer slides in. Gonna do some more. Closets in. I mean, not all the way. I still have to build this drawer, but yeah, I'm stoked. It's my pirate costume. Most of this is costumes. So here's the space I'm working in. Had a charge controller here. It's a lot bigger and needed thicker cables because it was also a DC to DC charger. So I replaced that, it burned out. And so now I'm just kind of retrofitting this one in, trying to get the cables to not touch anything. Almost got it tightened up. This cable will be for the inverter. So will this cable. So that'll be nice. Both will be right here. But yeah, just trying to get everything tightened in and looking clean down here. So I'm in the van. It's a disaster in here. I'm working on a lot of projects. Gonna change the oil one day this week, hopefully. But I've made some drawers. I haven't been able to film. It's been so busy with so many little projects. It's only like a couple things here and there. But I got this shorty. It's a little bit taller but short because of the gas fill. Finished putting in all the drawer slides and got this lined up. It's a little stiff, but I don't think that's a problem. You know, I think if I put on strong handles, it'll only help keep it from sliding out on the road, you know? And then this longer one will go here, and I'll have 1/3 one here. So hopefully one will be like cooking utensils, a little divider maybe for silverware, and then one will be toiletries and maybe electronics, like chargers and stuff. And then this one, I'll probably have some like cups and pots in here. I just gotta install 2 more here, and then I got a really big one for in here for all my socks and underwear and stuff. Let's get to it. So I got all the drawers in, and they lock in kind of with the rubber gasket, so they click in. Of course I'll have drawer fronts with handles on them, so that'll be easier to open. These 2 are really smooth. They come all the way out, super smooth. But this top one is like stiff, and I think it's because it gets narrower in the end, and it kind of has to be pushed in. And sorry, and you can see that piece moves when I push it in, which is fine. Maybe it'll Maybe it'll loosen up over time, and maybe being a little stiff will be nice. Tuck that in. Maybe being stiff and not letting it swing open while I drive will be nice. But I'm really excited. It's super deep. This one's 6 inches, 7.5 maybe? I forget. 7.5. So the drawers are done. I got them loaded up. I got some clothes in this drawer and some cooking utensils in this one. It makes storage so much easier. I'm taking this out on a nice voyage. Went down south to Escalante. Had a nice sleep in here with Hazy and Shaw right now. But unfortunately we hit some metal last night. And yeah, the tire's not looking so good. So we're gonna do a nice little roadside repair. Hopefully the spare holds us till we get to the city to replace it.
The gang's moving fast.
Cool. Hazy, can you film us?
I am.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I read your mind sometimes.
So then you just put them all down to hand tightness, and then you do a classic star pattern torque.
Yeah, it's surprising, yeah, how many people
Oh, this is easy.
can't change a tire.
Yeah,
Hazy.
I can't. Yeah, I would call you guys.
the scariest part is just
Yeah.
if you don't understand it.
So, with the help of Shaw, we got this done in no time at all. New tires on. It's a little dry rotted, so we'll see how it holds. Probably gonna go into town and get it fixed anyway, but it'll get us to town. Got a nice cold coffee from the fridge. We're gonna go see the rest of the gang and see what everyone's doing for the day. It's just
Cool place.
heaven on earth. It's right next to like Ashley National Forest. Ashley, it's a old redwood forest.
Yeah.
200-foot trees, and some of them have.
Do you want to move the tent or just
So,
leave it? Because I think
Fixed the tire,
kind of now.
went to the reservoir, and it was nice to soak up some sun, sit in the water,
And
and
because I looked up there, and
bro
everything
finally made it
was,
in his rental
pretty
car, and we're gonna enjoy a nice
good
musical
tent
set
spots
tonight.
to take 'em.
I don't know, it goes pretty far back there.
I walked fairly far back there.
So parking was full last night, so we came down to this little parking lot here and drove around the corner, and little did we know this was hiding in the sand right here, and I drove right over that, and yeah, the tire just could not handle that sharp point. Took a big chunk out of the tire. So me and Shaw took it from here in the middle of the road and just kind of moved into the bush. It's kind of more visible. It's off the ground there now. So hopefully nobody else hits it. But there's the spare, all on in one piece. Luckily we got to change it in the shade when the sun was on the other side. And it's dry rotted all the way around, but I'm hoping it makes it hoping it makes it back to Salt Lake City. We'll see. You can check out the original tire. So I'm guessing I drove it on it here, took out this chunk, slipped, and then sliced open the sidewall, like put my whole finger in there. But no big deal. And it was nice because this is my rim here, and the spare was a full-size spare with a rim on it. So, you know, no harm, no foul. Go back to town and get it's Sunday tomorrow, so I won't be able to get one tomorrow, but hopefully when I make it back to Salt Lake, get a full-size tire. So the van made it down to Escalante just fine. I got the window covers on because the sun was just beaming down in. But with the top popped, the hot air can rise and escape out the vents, and it's looking really nice. I got the drawers in, they're holding all my stuff, keeping it all contained. Soon though, I'll have a cupboard, door, and the drawer fronts, and that wood will be burned. It'll be looking pretty good in here. Hopefully a closet door coming soon. And really well needed is the cabinets that go right there. There'll be cabinets, maybe a microwave for the frozen foods. I don't know, but it's looking cozy in here. Got the seat swiveled. Yeah, that's home. It's homey. Got this amazing view of the mountains. There's an alcove up there. Just beautiful down here in southern Utah. But yeah, can't complain with this. So everything's working great. This fridge has worked out. It's super efficient. Has so much space. Like, we got tons of beer and drinks in the bottom, all of our food for the three of us, and it locks down for when we're on the road. And then this is super nice in the desert. Is a freezer with some vegan hot dogs, ice cream, gelato, popsicles. It's unreal how nice to have some coffee, ice cream in the desert when you're tired. And then this, sorry, it's super dirty. But we got the sink and the dual stove combination. This is incredible. I love how tight it is, how small it packs down. And then the fact that I can use the whole surface as one like prep table or even a bench if I want to sit on it. But yeah, it's worked out really good. And then yeah, storage now too for all my utensils. So that's awesome. The gang walks out alive this time, but they have one more day of camping ahead of them. Did they bring enough beer? Will they have service? Will Jake's phone ever be charged? Oh, we didn't stop at a gas station.
Yeah, we sure is gonna be out of
They might have to be sober, and it's gonna be a bad time. Oh, yeah, we got champagne.
Oh,
Fuck yeah!
yeah, that champagne smells awful.
Bottles clapping. The gang decides to settle for champagne. Turns out they do have everything they need. I do my own stunts. Take. You know, when we started this adventure, I was really hoping we'd have to survive. But in the end, we should have been alive. And we made it. So we just had a fuel stop and wow, I am dirty.
Oh boy.
A
A little bit of dirt.
So we just fueled up in Scipio and we got about 2 miles outside of town. And the spare tire that we put on yesterday morning. Let me start over. So we get 2 miles outside of Scipio after a fuel stop, and I'm messing with the cruise control. I'm just trying to get the cruise control going, and the whole car just starts rumbling, and all these sounds are happening from under the car. And lo and behold, our spare tire exploded. All the tread came all the way off. It was just like the baldest bald tire with no tread. Luckily, we were 2 miles from a shop, so we limped here. didn't need a tow truck, and the mechanic's making quick work of putting on a new tire. So the tire blew over the weekend, and I saw that it pinched my tailpipe, so I just kicked that down since it was rusty, so it had plenty of flow. Not that it, let me tear that off now. Not that it needs flow, because I think my exhaust manifold is busted. What I didn't realize was that I actually bent the whole van wall up. I didn't even see that. Well, I guess I got a better departure angle. So here's a new Wasteland trailer. It's got old lights on it, and I think maybe we'll be able to get them working. But right now there's nothing, no wires or lights hooked up yet. So yeah, this guy built it himself. There we go. It's got a little vent there. He welded this box, this old box. It's a heavy one too. It's all metal, which is cool. So we can magnet a sheet to it and have our projector screen on it. But he had this old trailer that he fabricated himself, I guess. And I don't know if he built the whole trailer or if he got it from somewhere else, but he welded the box on himself 30 years ago. It's been kind of sitting for 30 years. So you can see the tires are a little dry rotted. So we'll have to get new tires, but they're cheap. They're just trailer tires. And then we'll have to pop these off, undo the tire, and pack the bearings full of grease, which with both of us doing it shouldn't take more than a couple hours. But everything else looks good. You know, there's a little rust on the bottom, which isn't too much of a problem. I mean, if we want to, we can grind it away and put some Bondo in it, but I think, you know, it just adds to the patina. Like, you know, the whole bottom is pretty rusty. But, and look, you can lock it here. The garage door works really good. Whew, she's a hot one. It smells like WD-40 in here. But, yeah, you can't really see daylight anywhere, which is good. I mean, there's the vent. Rain's not gonna get in there. The only daylight I see is that little pinhole. We could put some silicone in there. I guess there is some little holes in the wall we can, looks like they put duct tape on. We could put some silicone in these little holes. I don't know what that was from, maybe a sign? Maybe they wanted to add a window? I don't know. But it's on both sides. Little holes, but we could put some silicone in here. But other than that, it looks really good in here. Like, there's a little bit of rust, but you know, for its age, it's actually pretty good. The walls are all silver. We can strap things to it. We can even build a workbench. It's got this awesome carpet in here. So that's exciting. It's kind of cozy. Like, you hop in and I don't know, it feels cool. Yeah. A lot of rust in the bottom. But you know, the way the rain falls, I think that should be fine. I mean, I think this is the best deal we're gonna get for an enclosed trailer. Something that we can move, something that we could build upon. It's the best deal we could find. So this is in here. We can hang clothes on that. It's cool. What else did it come with? But it's got these. I don't know if these are the spare tires, but toss those in here for us. And these are the lights. Haven't figured out how to hook these up yet, but I think we just plug these in to the trailer connector. Maybe this to ground. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know, if we spend a day together getting the lights and registration and maybe putting some silicone in places, I think it'll be road ready in less than a day. And I mean, look how big it is. 20 feet almost, 19 feet I think. It's like 7.5 feet wide. So we could put a couch here, stack another couch on top, maybe some more stuff on top, load this thing up with boxes, and toss the tents in the back. We'll be able to bring this to the property with all of our stuff. I think it'll be great. You know, when we started this adventure, I was really hoping we'd have to survive. But in the end, we should have been alive. And we made it.